What are you doing? No, Mart, get back in the tractor. No, no, Mart, no!
How do you even get in that position? Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Martincitopants My Summer Car Adventures. What a nightmare, Lemao. True. So, when last we watched this video, he had won the race. He managed to win the race. He switched his game from hardcore to normal core. So he wasn't hardcore anymore. And I think he kind of finished. He beat the game to a level. There is more things you can do in the game. I went over them at the end of the last video. But there are more things you can do in the game. Is he going to unlock more secrets and more things about the game in this next 41 minutes? Or is he just setting an arbitrary goal for himself of driving 6,000 kilometers and just going for it?
Ow! Ow! Ah! Ow! My legs! Oh my god, that hurt! Ow! Ow! Oh no. No, 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 no! Hello again. Welcome back to Finland. A couple of months ago, I had a no good, very bad, terrible idea. I thought to myself, wouldn't it be fun if I made a YouTube short, where for every subscriber it got, I'd drive 20 meters in this wonderful game, My Summer Car. The catch? The entire distance would be driven in this, the Satsuma. A car I assembled myself, but Satsuma has a little problem. Every part in the engine has durability and can break. Every single one. And believe me, they do break. Often. Now this probably would have been a good idea if I didn't make one simple, crucial mistake, underestimating just how many people like watching numbers go up. And so, on a fateful August day, I released that short. This is the story of why that was a terrible mistake. So, let us begin.
I'm excited!
But first, I recently caught an employee using Google Chrome. This is exactly how that went down. Okay, Jim, I'll put you down for your regular 22-hour shift. Wait a minute.
Can we not, boys? This video is already 41 minutes long. Can we not spam the commands? Never mind.
I'll put you down for your regular 22-hour shift. Wait a minute. Using Chrome? You fucking... Buckle up, goes, because this video is sponsored by Opera GX, the most bussin' web browser ever. Riz? Who the f wrote this? Do you want more from your dainty, shit web browser? Well, fear not, because GX Mods has got you covered. Typing on my keyboard these days has become far too peaceful. Introducing the Meow Keyboard Mod. The Fart Keyboard Mod. Or maybe download my mod. Don't like my mod? Well, f you. If you don't like my mod, the GX store is filled with mods that will tickle your fancy. Did you think that was all, you naive manlet? Opera GX supports Chrome extensions like everyone's favorite Mr. Beast on every thumbnail across all of YouTube. Don't like YouTube? The sidebar allows you to go wherever you want. Twitch.tv, Discord.gg, TikTok.ccp, and everyone's favorite X. Skex. Do you like free games? Well, the GX Corner can set you up with the deal of a lifetime every 5 minutes. It also keeps you up to date with all of the important news. What are you waiting for? Download Opera GX today, or I will find you and do terrible things to your foreskin. This isn't a joke. Michael? Use my link in the description and pinned comment, and thank you to Opera GX once again for sponsoring this video. Anyway. With that, it was time to release the short. So I released the short. For every like it got, I'd drive 1 meter, and for every subscriber it got, I'd drive 20.
No.
My expectations weren't particularly high, so when the short became my best performing short, got over 300,000 likes and over 50,000 subscribers, I went, oh no. That translates to 1,507.6 kilometers. In this. Well. Shit. I couldn't back out now. I'd said I was gonna do it, so I guess it was time for a Martincitopants classic. A really long live stream. So, I spent a few days making some plans and preparations, and when the day came, went live.
Nice.
Thursday. A good day to begin the longest drive of my life. I loaded the car up with the two most important items, beer and chips, and set off.
I don't think the chips will be enough.
The first lap around the lake would serve as a good warm-up lap. I crossed over the train tracks. I drove past my idiot cousin. I got some supplies from home. A jerry can, a helmet, a jack stand, and some motor oil. I drove past Grandma's house and the wonderful smelling sewage truck that I drove. The donations. So many.
You
donations.
shut the fuck up!
also,
You shut the fuck
let it
up!
get you a little bit.
You shut the fuck up!
Why is he complaining about getting donations? Oh, guys, this is too much money. We're getting too much money. This is too much money. What the heck, guys? Come on, stop. I'm gonna have to write your name on my bosoms. Listen, we don't have a sub button on Twitch yet, but you trust me. You listen to me very carefully now, okay? The minute we get that sub button, anyone that gets a sub in, first of all, the first 25 of you are going to get a super special first, initial subscriber kind of channel badge. Second of all, I'm gonna pay attention to each and every one of you. Very, very special attention, yes. So, yeah, subscribe on Twitch soon. You can right now, soon.
Donations. Now this is where it might be important to mention a small, tiny little detail.
Oh no!
My team and I thought to ourselves, well, this stream is going to be great and all, but it's lacking a certain amount of interactivity. This right here is where we turned this bad idea into a fucking terrible one. We thought to ourselves, wouldn't it be funny if every donation that gets sent adds a bit of distance?
No!
10 meters for every dollar, let's say. And then we thought to ourselves, that's clearly not going to be enough distance. Let's add a multiplier. Yes, I concur. Another great idea. With all that weighing on my mind, I had no choice but to keep driving. So I kept driving. I drove back over the train tracks, past the swamp, past some lumber, onto the highway, off the highway, into town, onto the dirt track, past the dance pavilion, and before I knew it, lap 1 had been completed.
And you're more in depth in distance than you were at the start.
Now, it's hard to sound relatable when complaining about a literal flood of money, but the distance was in fact increasing very, very fast.
It's like he's made the worst possible version of a Sabaton. It's hard enough to have a timer that increases with each donation. It's bad enough as it is. However, what he's done is the way that time works is that it counts down automatically. You don't have to do anything special to make it go down. It just passes, time passes by itself. What he has done is it made it so it's not automatic. He actually has to do things in the game. He has to move the car forward a certain distance before that number begins to count down. He has made the worst mistake you could possibly do when it comes to Sabaton-like experiences.
Or at least it should have been. The distance hadn't actually moved at all for the past 20 minutes. Yes, that's right. Shortly after the stream started, the code shit itself and died. Why? Well, for the code to tell how much someone donated, we first had to convert their currency into US dollars. But for some reason, the system we were using was missing some of the more obscure currencies. So when someone donated in fucking Cambodian riel, the code was like, what the fuck is a Cambodian riel? And died.
Oh, it broke. So it wasn't counting down at all.
The code shitting itself and the distance being negative for some reason, Thursday had been a success and the car was working great.
Greetings from Minnesota. Hope the suffering is good.
Soda! In the other room, the monkeys had been furiously assaulting their keyboards and had finally got the code back up and running again. Oh, the code's up and running. The distance went up 300 kilometers. What? It was in this moment, right here, that I realized I fucked up. I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked.
Yes.
Anyway, I sleep. Friday. Waking up, I checked my wonderful watch that I got.
Still got the present that was just continuing a previous game. Have I missed a video in between? Get a multiple month break? In between videos, you mean? It's just that I don't recognize the car or the mods that he's using for the car aesthetics. And that's why I was asking. The Long Drive, which is a game, it's also a game about driving longingly. That game gives you 5,000 kilometers as the objective, and it takes forever. It takes forever. So this is even more than that, 6,000. Starting to think he will not succeed. Not in this video, anyways. But we'll see. It's just gonna take too long. Like 41 minutes of video runtime does not give me confidence in him finishing on this video.
From 100% legitimate means and did not steal from anyone at all. It read 10 a.m. Friday. A perfect day for driving everyone's favorite shitmobile, Satsuma. Ah yes, Satsuma. A car that I built myself long ago. Not a huge surprise then that Satsuma, as it turns out, is the least reliable piece of shit ever put on four wheels. Sometimes the oil is just black. The coolant hates being inside the radiator. All of my tires have gone flat. There's a small rodent living in the engine. The head gasket has exploded. The carburetor fell off. Now the car is very much on fire. The battery has gone flat. Again. All the body panels have mysteriously gone missing. The pistons are gone. Okay, I've sorted all that out. Time for a nice, relaxing drive. So yeah, this car sucks, and sooner or later it was gonna eat shit and die. And when it did, I'd have to figure out what went wrong and fix it myself.
Yep.
Anyway, with all that being said, it was Friday. A great day for driving, which is exactly what I did. The entire day. I encountered Cousin. I overtook Cousin. I crashed my car into a rock. I crashed into a pile of lumber. And then a donation told me to buckle my seatbelt.
Buckle thy harness.
That's an actual game mechanic, by the way.
Well, you fucker. Fuck. In this crash, my windshield had made the regrettable decision of breaking into a million pieces, which is unfortunate for me because a windshield offers protection from things such as
Flies.
high-velocity bug.
Legitimate game mechanic.
Unfortunately, the only
Legitimate
person
mechanic.
capable of repairing my windshield is this guy, the local mechanic, and repairing it would take him several days. This is precisely why I brought a helmet with me, so if any bugs were about, they wouldn't find their way into my eyeballs. And so, let's keep it moving. Back to the road. The rest of the driving on Friday was mostly uneventful, apart from when I crashed the car, and also when I crashed the car again, and when I drove over the train tracks. Oh yeah! Yeah.
Game crash.
So what the fuck was that? That, my friends, is Idiot Tier, a $500 YouTube membership tier that adds 20 more kilometers. So when some lovely gentleman pressed join, clicked Idiot Tier, entered his bank details, more than likely got a call from the bank asking him what the fuck he's doing, and clicked purchase, it did this. Oh, there it is! And with that, the day was over. Sleepy time. Honk. Honk.
Bro, I do that shit for free on my live streams. Idiot here. I am the idiot. I am the idiot. Doing all this for free on my live streams. You don't need to give me money for me to like spin off a billion jillion meme images and sound effects and other things at you. It just happens organically in the course of the live stream.
Saturday. Yet another beautiful day in Finland. Now, let's have a look at the distance. Okay, we've done 87 kilometers. That's a pretty good pace. At this rate, we're gonna get there at, yes, that's right. In 2 hours, the distance had increased by 1,000 kilometers. Have you ever heard of the Bugatti Chiron? The fastest car on Earth? That car still wouldn't be able to keep up. Now, yes, that's pretty bad, but surely the donations would calm down as time went on. Right?
Nope. Nope. That's not how it works. At all.
Anyway, Saturday would bring about more
This man is a fool. An absolute fool. Has he not seen what happens when people put like very generous like time increases on their sabatons on Twitch? When you do that, your timer keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up. Not that this was an issue with his challenge because he never actually got that close to zero to begin with.
challenges. The rally race. Driving on this road was now significantly more dangerous because of these guys. Their only goal is to go fast. They do not care if something's in their way.
Yep.
But I had a plan. Wait for one of the drivers to shoot past and try my best to follow him. I waited for my moment, a car came barreling past, and the chase was on. I can hit people! No, 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 no! Oh no. Please tell me I didn't hit anyone. Well, shit. This guy right here is one lucky bloke. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. It's just upside down. Once I'd finagled the car back onto its wheels, I continued driving. Please start. I'm begging you.
Nope. Rest in peace, Negrani.
Maybe trying to keep up with the car in front of me was a bad idea. So how about instead let's drive a bit more conservatively. Make sure I don't send you home. Fucking bruh. The rest of the day, I spent driving, looking around for my ratchet set, and losing bits of my car. I ended the night at the dance pavilion. Not for any particular reason, just because I wanted to see what was going on. To be perfectly honest, not much. I like this guy's moves. I made a bit of a scene and the security guard didn't really appreciate that, so no, I'm not coming over there. No,
Is he gonna pepper spray you?
Let's go home. Going
That's
home
bad.
would take me past the repair shop, and while I was there, I figured that I should probably take a quick look at the car and see how it's doing. To make a long story short, not great. Car engines need oil. If you don't have oil, then the metal in the engine scrapes against the other metal in the engine, and horrible, no good, very bad things happen. Oil is meant to be a slightly golden color, but when I checked the dipstick, it was not in fact a golden color, and in fact, pitch black, just black. Running the car on this filthy oil had no doubt done a lot of damage to the engine, but that would be a problem for future Mart. Current Mart just replaced the oil and went home.
You leave the car at the car shop?
Sunday. We had completed a pretty decent 118 kilometers out of 2,600. Fuck! Things were looking progressively worse and worse
Yep.
and worse.
It keeps going up.
Today, I was going to try moving the sofa from my house into town so I could sleep there. The problem with that, however, is the sofa is far too big for little Satsuma. But I could
Carry
this.
it. Yes.
During my trip into town, I had to cross over the train tracks. In fact, for every lap I did around the map, I'd cross over them twice. Once here, and once over here. And every time I went over them, I prayed, I hoped, I begged that the train wasn't there to turn me into a fine, finished paste. Even worse, the stupid sofa I was holding was taking up half of my screen. And so, of course. Well, never mind then. I guess all that worrying was all for... The train is here! No! Well. Shit. It's okay, I made some preparations before I started this stream. I have this bike. Arriving on scene, the car was looking a little worse for wear. The fuel tank had fallen out, my supplies were scattered all over the floor, and the sofa was nowhere to be seen. I had the couch is no longer here.
No.
So, I got to fixing.
It's flown off.
Once everything was back on the car, I filled up the fuel tank with my jerry can, and started her up. Yes! Driving the car, I quickly realized that one of the wheels was very much bent. So to fix this, I went back home and found the digging bar. So watch this. The other wheel's bent slightly to the right. Do that. That's a little better. Ooh, that's a lot better. And with the car fully repaired, I sleep.
Veg.
Monday. The start of a brand new week, and more importantly, no more rally race.
I love this song.
Today, I was going to try drive as far as possible, and to prepare my mind...
I love this song.
Today, I was going to try drive as far as possible, and to prepare my mind and body for this task, I present to you... Chip.
Cheap.
And of course, once Chip was complete, road. Oh yeah! Oh my god! And that was Monday.
Oh no.
A few more laps around the lake complete, and... Is that 3?
Glorp. Dude, is anything that's gotten more unhinged?
Tuesday. Around this point, I was getting a bit sick of having to wear the helmet whenever I was driving, and chat was too. So I came up with an idea.
Brain fart.
Fleetari, the mechanic. Fleetari is the only guy that can fix my windshield in the entire country of Finland, and doing so takes him several days, which in real life is a few hours. No good. So I offer the chat 2 options. Fix the windshield instantly, but in return drink an entire case of beer, or do nothing and keep driving normally. Chat.
Wait. In game, right? Because I don't think you should drink an entire case of beer IRL.
Clearly and resoundingly voted for drunk driving. I'm so proud. So, Fleetari fixed my windshield, I put back 20 beers in a row, and hit the road. And you know what? I get it. It should be illegal to be having this much fun behind the wheel.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hey, Turbo down 8-5 here.
The rest of Tuesday went pretty well, considering the circumstances. I managed to find the sofa that went missing after the train incident, and it completed another solid day of driving. I was in town, so I figured why not have a meal and beer at the pub. And this is where I met my old nemesis. This guy. I don't know his name.
Ooh.
Many moons ago, I beat him up and stole his watch. Turns out, he didn't appreciate that very much. Oh shit, he's punching me.
Mortal Kombat! He put you in the shitter. Or
I got knocked
no?
out. I didn't realize at the time, but he also took his watch back. Where's my watch? That fucking bastard.
That's
As the hours wore on, I got bored of driving like a conservative grandma. Ever since I found an entire bottle of nitrous sitting in the boot of my car, I have a lot of nitrous, I've been absolutely ripping it down the track. That was until, of course, I hit this bump a little too hard, the car veered sharply off the road, and came to a stop at the hands of lumber. No! This very minor high-speed accident caused the head gasket to explode. I didn't realize this, however, so after a lot of troubleshooting, the car driving weirdly, the car not starting, and various other silly happenings, I finally replaced the head gasket and fuel pump, and the car worked just fine. And you know what that means? Murder. That guy who stole my watch, he was gonna fucking get it. I am
Why?
taking that thing back, that dickhead. In fact, I think I can bring a sledgehammer. Once I found the sledgehammer, you bitch, placed it near the dance pavilion for safekeeping. With that done, back to the road. Clearly, I hadn't learned my lesson from the previous crash and had still been absolutely sending it wherever I could. Which, of course, ended predictably. To get ourselves there! Fuck. Yet again, the windshield was gone. Now this wouldn't be that big of a deal if I had my helmet. But I didn't. My helmet was in fact nowhere to be seen. Shit, where's my helmet?
Oh, we
Presumably at
lost
some
it.
point in the last few hours, it flew out of my car while I was driving. To
Yep.
prevent getting stung in the eye by a bug, I'd have to drive a lot slower than normal. This is about where our comedy of errors begins. I arrived in town. No helmet. I checked the junkyard. No helmet.
He's looking for it.
I drove along the dirt track. No helmet. And then, the engine rat made its appearance. There's a rat in my car! Naturally, I just cranked up the radio and pretended the rat wasn't there. Arriving at the repair shop, I fixed the mangled suspension and replaced the alternator belt.
I don't think that's a rat.
The rodent remained. Well, I didn't know what was causing the noise, so I just kept driving. Just a bit up the road, however, the radiator started doing this. Well, let's have another look at the engine. I correctly hypothesized that the cause of my engine rodent issue was the water pump being broken. Everything else was spinning properly, but the water pump wasn't. I also checked the oil. The oil looked, bad. Now pay attention to this very bad black oil. Remember it. It will be important later.
Because you didn't
So,
change it.
After a quick trip back to the repair shop, I could take the old water pump out and get a new... Never mind. It was closed.
Sunday.
Yes. Today was Saturday, and Fleetari's repair shop
the
wouldn't be
weekend.
open until Monday. So I had to occupy myself until then. Fleetari owns this car. Now it may look cool, but this car kinda sucks major ass. But since the Satsuma was out of action, it was really all I had. Taking the car home was fine until I reached the dirt road. Oh my god, it's so bad. On
Yeah, it's like a replacement car that it lets you borrow, I think, in the game. If you have to leave your car to him or something.
dirt, this car has next to no grip, so I had to drive very slowly and carefully, making sure not to take any corners too fast or risk flying off the track. The grip was so bad that my speed was below 30 miles an hour. Oh my god, he's coming on my ass! He's not, he's not doing that, no. The rest of the drive was uneventful. I drove it home without dying. I only said some very suspicious sentences. One very suspicious sentence. At home, I really didn't have much to do, so I went to get some food. Alright, I'll be back. And had a good sauna. Now let's piss on it.
Nice.
In the sauna, I pondered.
You gonna make me act up.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Wait a second. Saturday night parties, dancing, the dance pavilion. Wait a second. The watch guy. I knew just what I had to do.
British time.
Oh, there he is. I prepared this earlier. This is not working.
It's got balls of steel. Knock you out again.
Fucking.
You're not the main protagonist.
Yep. He knocked me out. Again. I awoke on the bus stop bench in town, a whole 30 hours after the fight on Monday. Look, every cloud has a silver lining, except of course nuclear mushroom clouds, which have a lining of strontium-90. This particular cloud silver lining was the fact that it was Monday, and Fleetari's would be open. I took the bike back to the muscle car, and the muscle car back to the repair shop. Finally, I could buy a new water pump. And what do you know? The car was fixed. Yep, completely fixed. Nothing else wrong with it whatsoever. Totally fixed.
What
Running
about the
flawlessly
oil?
even.
The oil. The
With a
oil.
perfect 110% really fixed car, I continued on the search for the helmet. I checked around the bushes, some spots where I'd been off-road, and eventually ended up at the small dirt oval track thing. It was here I just sort of gave up looking for the helmet and drove
Yeah.
around and around at low speed, wondering how on earth I got into this mess. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Car is stopping.
What happened?
Car no
What
go.
happened? No.
Car
no.
go. Car no
Not
go.
out of fuel. What happened? What happened? Oil.
The
big
oil.
one.
Yeah.
The search for my helmet had landed me here, on a small dirt track, broken down, in the middle of nowhere. I checked the engine oil, and sure enough, it looked just like I'd left it. Black. Replacing the oil didn't help. The damage had already been done. With what I had on hand, there really wasn't much I could do. What had probably happened was a part broke, and the only way for me to get a new one was at the mechanic on the other side of the map. So, I started hypothesizing. Like the engine might have just like seized, or like there's just too much gunk. The camshaft? The little gunk. That's actually is the camshaft. That is. Yeah. It could have been many things, and really I had no idea what. I still fiddled around a little bit, and in doing so ran the battery down until it died. Well, fuck. Shit. It looked like I was going to have to tow the car all the way from here back to the repair shop. So, allow me to introduce to you the sewage truck. This truck
Nice.
has a powerful engine, is nice and heavy, and is great for towing things. Problem is, the truck is all the way over here at Grandma's house,
Where's the
just
grandma's
outside
house?
of walking distance. So instead, I walked over to the bus stop and waited for the bus. Wait, there's the bus! There's the bus! Yes! Stop, stop, bus, stop, 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 bus, bus, bus.
Bus.
Public transportation.
Bus.
The bus took me back to town, where I got in the van, took the van to the repair shop, got out of the van, got on the bike, took the bike to the truck, got off the bike, put the bike in the truck, gently, and began the drive over to Satsuma. I was a bit rusty behind the wheel of this bad boy, so figuring out how everything worked was a bit of a process. But once the truck was worked out, I got on the road and began the drive. Getting to our destination, however, proved to be more difficult than expected. Oh my god, no, 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 no.
Cooked.
Try as I might, the bike just didn't have it in it to get the truck back upright. Yeah.
Archimedes said, "Give me a motorbike long enough and a riverbed on which to place it, and I shall flip the truck."
Well, at least I had the bike. Everything's fucked. Everything's fucked right now. It's all fucked. None of this is good. It's all fucked. So, what was the plan? Well, it was getting dark and I was tired. So first things first, back home to sleep. Okay, now what? Gentlemen, allow me to introduce my savior, my hero, my messiah, the tractor. The fork loader on the front would be my ticket to truck uprightness, and with my newfound enthusiasm, I set off. Several minutes of driving the slowest vehicle on Earth later, I arrived. Okay, first things first, let's assess the situation. Alright, the situation has been assessed, let's get back in the tractor and... off to a flying start. Righting the tractor proved difficult, but we got there in the end. Okay, time for my master plan. Wedge the fork in between the ground and the truck, and...
I haven't been paying attention to the numbers, but I think the distance required kept going up. In the meantime.
Believe me, I tried, but the truck was well and truly bogged beyond saving. So fuck it. I give up. Yes, I admit a defeat, but really, the truck isn't essential. Satsuma is. To get Satsuma back to the repair shop, I plan to put it on the trailer and drive it back via the highway.
That takes a long time,
The
but you
problem
can
with
do
that
it.
approach is using the fork loader at all. Just fucking get on the fucking trailer, you...
Dude, I had to do this. You have to do this in my winter car. Because in my winter car, the chassis of the car is something you need to buy from somewhere not at your home. And then you have to transport it back to your home. You have to use the tractor to do it. So I had to go through this pain already in my winter car. And yeah, the forklift in the tractor, like, it is something that you should be able to use to do these type of things. But it's just so thin. It's like playing Motor Slice. Like, it's got the same kind of like finicky platforming feeling where you're never really in control of your character. It kind of does whatever it wants. Usually something bad.
Piece of shit. Making matters worse, my fuel was getting lower, and lower, and lower.
You can feel it though.
10 minutes of having violent car sex with Satsuma later, it was finally on the trailer. Yes! Finally! Things were looking up. On the highway, I listened to some sick beats to drown out the thoughts of running out of fuel, but man, the fuel. This appropriate music came on right as my fuel was at its very lowest. If I got stranded out here, that would be fucking miserable. The turnoff to the town was in sight. It's gonna make it. It's gonna make it. But the fuel. It was so low, the engine started hiccuping. We were so close. But then... we made it! Hooray! In town, I
Nice.
filled the thirsty, parched, dry tractor with its favorite drink of diesel. I also tried fiddling around a bit with the car, but nothing came of it. So back in the tractor and onto the repair shop.
Car is still broken.
And would you believe it? Right there by the side of the road, my helmet. There's the helmet. Yes! I finally found my helmet. At long last, something good happened to me.
Things are looking
But-
up.
What are those lights? No. Mart. Mart, what are you doing? No, Mart, get back in the tractor. No, no, Mart, no!
Absolute wreckage.
Yeah. I'm not sure why I didn't just get back in the tractor and pull over, but, yeah.
It was too late.
Here we are. Getting Satsuma back into the trailer, predictably,
Oh my god.
sucked. But once it was in, yes, I could get back on the road and finally get the car back to the repair shop.
But it's still it's still very, very broken now.
And here we are. So, you'd think that was the end of it, right? We're at the repair shop, surely now we can just fix up the car and get back on the road. Nope. The pain didn't stop. It only got worse. First, I tried changing some of the easy-to-access parts. The distributor, the fuel pump, the fuel filter, and the spark plug.
Right. Makes sense.
Finally, I have found my purpose. Vehicular destruction of my cousin's car. I am become Pinar. Destroyer of car doors.
He's gonna destroy my door. You just... God. So, let's try again.
I mean, you changed some parts, so you still
Yep.
have something else to try.
No dice. I fiddled with the alternator, took off the cylinder head, and replaced the head gasket. Still didn't work. 3 whole hours of the car not working, and things were only looking worse. It wasn't a fuel problem, it wasn't a head gasket problem, it wasn't this, or that, or the other thing. Honestly, I was at a bit of a loss, and all the batteries I had on hand were flat. To get more, I'd have to go into town and buy some. Okay, I'm gonna go buy another battery. Naturally, the vehicle for that job was the van. I sped into town, arrived in town, put the batteries in the van, and set back off for the repair shop when I did this. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Why? Why?
So this is the 5th time just in this video that he tipped over a vehicle while driving it. I think it's 5 times. I could be wrong. Did it work? Did what work? The car? I mean, I don't know. So I think he drove it over to the repair shop so that he could change parts and try different things easily. And he did that, but it probably wasn't like enough. Like something else was not working correctly. And you cannot just give the car to the shop. Like they won't just fix all of it. Some parts apparently they do, like the windshield. But by and large, the individual components of the engine, you have to fix yourself.
Why? Getting the van back upright proved difficult. Oh my god! Please, no! This is a fucking nightmare. This is a fucking nightmare. It won't end. I can't flip the car.
Might be a car issue. Have you tried fixing it?
Yes! Oh my
Nice.
god, sit! Back at the repair shop, I put everything together and tried starting the car up again. It didn't work. I tried another battery. It didn't work. I got a new rocker shaft. It didn't work. I took the fuel tank out. For some reason. That didn't work. I concluded that I had no idea what was wrong and that I probably needed to rebuild the engine. If I couldn't figure it out, surely replacing every single part would fix it. Right?
I thought so.
Right? Well,
Triple thesis.
I really had no other choice. So, I got to work. Onto pistons. I think the boot's not attached right. That's why the car's not starting, man. Why can't I figure this out? I'll replace literally all these parts. Yeah, there goes the gearbox. These pistons are fucked. Oh, it worked! Half an hour of rebuilding the engine later, the new parts were in, and it was back in the car. Wonderful.
Did it work?
And so, I gave it a go. Let's give it a roll. And
Moment
the
of
battery
truth.
was flat.
Oh.
So I tried another. Also flat. Yep. And another. Flat again. Yep. That's right. I had run every single battery on the map down to 0 charge. I tried charging a dead battery at the charger at home. Dead batteries can't be charged. I looked in Timo's shop. No batteries. He was sold out. The engine was fixed, but I couldn't start it. Just fuck. I searched far and wide for a single battery with a morsel of charge.
No.
Nothing.
You have to wait.
5 hours of the car being broken, and it was still fucking broken.
The shop refills after like Monday or something, right?
All I could really do was just sit around, drink beer, and wait for the shop to restock.
You try and kill the guy again?
It took ages. But finally, oh my god, they're back. Batteries! Yes! I put a fresh one in, and, alright. I'm fucking nervous. This better work. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Gentlemen, after 6 hours of broken Satsuma, it finally worked. And now was time for my dastardly plan. You see, the distance done stat counts distance by measuring the car's speedometer. Not the actual speed, but the speed the car thinks it's going. Gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the dynamometer.
So you're
Typically
gonna
used to
cheat?
measure the power of a vehicle,
gonna cheat?
I was going to use it to spin the tires as fast as physically possible.
No.
First gear, 60 kilometers an hour. Second gear, 100. Third gear, 150. Fourth gear, 226 kilometers an hour. The highest possible speed in the Satsuma. Now you might think, but this is cheating. And yes. But cast your eyes to the distance left stat. Now, let me speed up the video. Do you notice anything alarming? Is there anything about this video that seems
It's still going up.
off?
It's going up.
Yes. The distance left is still going up. This is where I finally realized I was truly doomed. Even at the highest possible speed, it still wasn't enough to outpace the ravenous viewers. And even better, a few minutes of running the car at its highest RPM later, the engine... Why are the brakes not working? Did this. Why are the brakes not working? No, don't break my car, no, stop! Removing the engine once more, I found a, do we have a hole in the block? Yeah. Giant hole in the engine block.
How?
Fuck.
Imagine having this issue. Oh no! Everybody's giving me too much money. Oh no! Oh no! That is so unfortunate. Wipes tears with dollar bills. Oh no! Streamer problems. YouTuber problems.
Oh yeah! God! And what do you know? The engine was ready for a test. Of course, now that I'd rebuilt the whole thing, all of the new parts were untuned. It's not very powerful, so it ran like shit. Well, fuck. And finally, after almost exactly 8 hours of not having the car drive on the dirt track, we were back.
Wow.
19 and a half hours on long streams like this tends to be very close to maximum pain. Around this time, it was about 4 AM. I hadn't seen sunlight in over 8 hours, the donations and their annoying messages hadn't stopped for the entire stream, and my desire to sleep was incredibly intense. This is where I start getting a bit delusional and paranoid. What if someone finds out where I live? What if Chad isn't willingly giving me money, but I'm stealing it from them? I mean, why am I even here anyway? I don't deserve this. This whole thing is a mistake. I'm not supposed to be here. Someone else. Come on, get your head back. Get asleep. Come on, get your head back.
That sounds like me when I'm trying to sleep.
Should probably be paying attention to the road. I'm just zoned out. It really didn't help that half the donation messages went something along the lines of, haha, we are torturing you for our entertainment. Ha 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 ha
Ha.
ha ha.
to hear.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
How do you even get in that position?
Yeah. Not very nice. But I knew just the guy to take it all out on. Watch guy.
Help appears.
Oh fuck it.
He won! He did it!
I won.
He beat the
I
boss.
beat him up. Did I feel a sense of accomplishment?
No.
No. Did I feel a sense of satisfaction? No. Did I feel anything? Not really. The only thing I really felt was pain. Lots and lots of pain. And where else to lay my feelings to rest than the blackjack table? I think it's time for a game of blackjack, gentlemen.
That's not gonna...
And so I sat there, slowly losing my money.
He's given up. He's given up on the challenge. 6,416 total distance.
Slowly losing my mind. I think it was time to give up. 20 and a half hours of my summer car later, I had driven 585 kilometers, and the distance had increased from 1,500 to 6,448 kilometers. Fuck. So,
It's over.
that's it. That was the stream. I haven't touched my summer car since, but Finland doesn't forget, and Finland never forgives. Literally every single thing I have done since then has had a flood of comments underneath it about the drive. Literally everywhere. Community posts, my second channel, Twitter, even my Instagram that I've never even mentioned one single time, and
Get a slow to your god.
occasionally in real life too. So I guess I have unfinished business. Now, this challenge would literally never end if I didn't change something.
You
So
have
I've
to
changed something.
Cap it.
Instead of donations adding distance, they make playing the game a living hell. You horrible people can now f with the steering, accelerate and brake, add piss, and make me a violent alcoholic for a short period. All the proceeds from the big first stream will be going towards the Royal Children's Hospital Foundation. The only thing that can still add distance is subscribers. So if you want to prolong my pain just a little bit more, subscribe and I'll drive 1 more meter. The next big stream will be in about a week. I'll drive for 24 hours, and the proceeds, once again, will be donated to the Royal Children's Hospital. So join me in my future Finnish endeavors, and mark my words, this distance will read 0.
Nice.
Eventually.
I really enjoyed these videos. I think this was interesting. I thought I would follow up his previous videos about my summer car by doing continuing with the content in the game, because there's still stuff in the game that he hasn't done, like getting a girlfriend. You can get a girlfriend in this game, kind of, and he hasn't done that yet. But instead he did this insane streamer thing. It's really cool though, really nice, really amazing that he's sending the money to charity and stuff. Really cool. Really cool stuff. That's really cool stuff you can do when you're like a big content creator. Really cool stuff. Why is this one red? Because he paid $100. You're forgetting something, Mart. Your pain, your suffering, it feeds Finland. Not only Finland, but also us, your dear hungry viewers. We need to consume, Mart. Finland also needs to consume, but not only you, but your whole essence, your body and soul. It has taken a bite already, but you know deep down that you cannot escape it, Mart. You need to, no, you must. Drive around Finland until your time comes. Be consumed by its culture, its language, and its land. Then, and only then, will you truly be finished. Fun fact, 6,000 kilometers is longer than the entire land border of Finland. Facing forward, Martin, yeah, I remember that. That's really scary. It's like watching Sisyphus trying to push his boulder up the mountain. I think he did this a couple of years ago, so that must have been 2024. Sabatons have been a thing, big Sabatons have been a thing for a while now. you should know better than to not put a cap on things and to make the multiplier and the increased amount of distance per subscriber or whatever so generous. It's so silly. It's so silly. This is the worst mistake of your entire life. Yet. Finland forgives Martin. For now. No, it does not. Somebody, like, I think in my comments on the previous video, somebody also said something about Finland forgives. No, Finland never forgives, never forgets. What talk high edge right now? My own. What do you mean? My minted car is out. It is. It is. He's made some videos about it already, so. Look at me right now. You are getting very sleepy. You want to subscribe to my YouTube channel? You want to follow on Twitch? You want to follow on Twitter? You want to join the Discord?